Hello everyone and dear friends, this is Paul. Welcome on this new video update about the research and development. It took me a few weeks to get back because I had to buy a new camera, and today I'm recording in high definition with the Logitech 922C. In fact, it was very difficult to get the camera in the coronavirus time, as many people got into isolation and needed it with communication with their families, friends, teachers with students, and colleagues staying at home with other people staying at work. So it became really lucrative and rare article these days, and I'm glad I got it and being able to record for you new videos and update about the development progress. As it took a few weeks, there are many new GEN users, and I would like to say them hello and invite them to our Wave Hunters group. To know more about this group, please watch the invitation on this channel and subscribe to this channel that you will not miss any new video updates. I'll be also glad for your likes because it helps to promote this video on YouTube and to reach more people. The Wave Hunters group is on Facebook. This group is closed and private, but as owner of the GEN, you have the access that I will approve and only you can get in. Last time I released the video about the Galton board and the GEN, and here I explain how the Galton board works in relation with GEN. You can watch it, but I will make a small summary from that you understand what will be this part 1 about the Galton mini game I plan to do, and let's get started. So I will change now the screen. Let's hide it, and here you see the Galton board on table. And in this Galton board there are pins and balls, and when they are falling down they can go to the left or to the right, and every time you repeat it, it is ending in the same position or distribution that looks like the hill, and the hill is possible to calculate and it always looks like the same. Let me show it in some small pictures. So we have some input where we are throwing the balls, and then there are the pins, and at the end there are pools where the balls are separated and sorted out. So the ball can go to the left, to the right, and at every level it can again go to the left, to the right, and finally ending up in one of the pools, and always it will end up with the same distribution. It's unbreakable nature rule. And what we can do is, and we are looking for, especially in GEN, that for the repeated patterns, for example, the first one can be that it goes to the left, to the right, to the left, and to the right, or it can go to the right, to the left, right, and left. Other scenario that it's more difficult to reach, it goes to the left, left, right, and right, or right, right, left, and left. And finally, the most difficult to reach is that it goes only to the left, to the left, to the left, or to the right, 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 and right. So we got with these 1, 2, 3, 4 levels, 3 possible scenarios where the pattern is repeated. as you can see here. The first shape looks like a number 8, then like O, or like a roof. Now let me demonstrate how this will look like in this minigame. So I will switch the screen, and here is my favorite interface, that it is the Excel, and at first I will draw the board. So instead of pins, let's make the squares, and I will do it in the same amount of levels, equal to 4. So we see that small pyramid is growing here, and above the pyramid we will put the generator, as we have it in the GEN software as well. And this generator is producing only two numbers, 0 and 1. So the 0 is equal to the left and 1 is equal to the right. So then when we generate it, then it can go to the left if we have 0, or to the right if we have number 1. Again, 0 can go to the left, or 1 if we have this. And by following it, it can, from here, if we get 1, it goes here, and then if we get 0, it goes here, and it's ending then in one of the pools. So I will highlight the walls between the pools. Let's make them in different color, maybe the green one. So this can end up also, if we have only zeros, then it's end up here. On the other side, what we will do, and we are doing in the GEN, is the comparison. In the GEN, the comparison is done with the previous non-drawing numbers or drawn numbers. Now here we will do it with the repeated patterns. It's a little bit easier here because the pattern can look something like this, like 0, 1, 0 and 1. And what we will look for in this minigame is there, if it's there, really, if there is some repeated pattern, and if it's there, then how often is there. Yeah, that we will calculate during the whole generation how often this pattern was present here. And as the amount of generation and cycles will be very high, then I will recalculate it into percentage. And the final question what I will look for is how long it will be the pattern. So we have here only 4 levels for demonstration purposes, but this pattern can be, for example, long, like 8 numbers or more. And this is something I'm really curious about. And if this will not make you curious, then I don't know what will. The game will be also for you and for free. So this is the first video about the start with this minigame. Then one parameter that you can set up the pattern. The pattern can be different. It can be something like 1, 1, 0 and 0. So it will search for sequence like we have here 1, 1, and if we get 0 and 0, that's what we can look for. And finally, that what you can put as parameter is number of levels. It means here in the pyramid we have only 4 levels, but it will be flexible that you can test it with more levels. It will be unlimited, I would say, for example, with 100 levels, that we can see how long pattern we can get, and that will be really very interesting. And also be aware that with number of levels you can increase the number of repeated patterns, because with 4 levels we have just, I would say, 3 repeated patterns, but with 8 levels it's increasing, and I think it's increasing exponentially, so you can create the patterns. And what is very similar with GEN, that we are looking for the same matches, and it was with the previous drawn numbers, so we are getting some kind of waves, and based on this we have the wave-like theory, and here we will look for some kind of repeated patterns in smaller scale. And as I said, I'm really curious and I will work on it before I will continue with the update of the GEN 2.2 software, as it helps and it can help to make it better and to get better results. So hold all your thumbs to get better with that and really achieve much better results. So that's actually all for today. I switch the screen, and before I finish, I would like to again invite you to the Wave Hunters group, mainly the new users of the GEN software. Also follow the links in the description and subscribe to this channel and give like, as it helps to promote this video, and also it helps you that you will not miss any new video updates. I also wish you nice summer time, and see you next time.